I feel closest to God when I'm snowboarding, with the headphones blaring, worship music in my ears. My first idea of heaven came after I asked my dad if I could ski there and never fall down. And like a good father, he said yes. He said, I'm so excited for that. Humility is such a painful lesson to learn, but so rewarding. I like to think I can get along with everyone. I love meeting new people, yet I still freak out and get a stomachache when trying to approach a girl for the first time. My grandpa was the wisest, most incredible person / witness of Christ I've ever known. Yes, I fell off a roof 3 stories on a cement retaining wall and didn't get hurt. Maybe I had good luck. I don't thank God enough. Apparently he has something important he wants me to do. I pray I won't miss my cue. If someone wants to stay up and talk all night, I can't ever turn it down. At night, I never want to sleep. In the morning, I never want to get up. I tend to listen to these feelings far too often. John Mayer's song Gravity is jokingly my theme song. I stay out for roofs nowadays. Usually when I try to do something cool to impress someone, I always screw it up and look like an idiot. This is Chris Garlow on a piece of paper. And I love you so much, Chris. I miss you so much.
Jimmy and I have really been struggling over the last couple of days as to what do you say about Chris Garlow, all the amazing things that he did for each and everybody that's here, you know. And I think we both decided that we wanted to kind of use this as our platform, things that we want to say to Chris. So, I love you, Chris. I'll never forget the way that you were able to make everybody feel like they were the most important person in the world. It was the smallest thing, but it seemed so big. Everything you would go 3 hours out of your way just to come by and give me a hug, you know, and I really appreciate that. You know, I was your older cousin by 4 years, but your character and everything that you did made me look up to you. And I admired so much the ability that you had, the way that you were good at everything you did. I've never known somebody that could be that talented at everything. Your passion for your family, for your life, I admire so much, Chris. Everything that you've done. I know to everybody that's here, they know me as Chris Garlow's cousin. You will always be my brother, Chris. I love you so much.
You know, Wes and I were talking earlier, and we really feel like Chris is in our presence today. So, Chris, I love you. I'll miss your friendship. I'll miss your huge heart. I will miss looking for you first at family gatherings. I will miss feeling insecure next to you on the dance floor. I will miss your closeness with our family. I'll miss seeing your love for your sisters, how great you are with Aislinn, and the way you lit up every time you saw Mandy and Caleb. I will miss seeing how proud you are of your little brother, Nathan. Almost every conversation started with, "You're not going to believe what Nathan just pulled off." I don't know if your huge heart was ever shown more than in your relationship with Robbie. I will miss seeing the way you brag about your sisters, Brooke and Megan, and how protected you were, and how perfect they are to you. I will miss your love for your parents. I'll miss seeing you and your dad feed off each other. You know, we have an annual football game on Thanksgiving Day as a family. It's right before we eat. And of course, Bill and Chris always stack their team. No offense, Caleb, but I'm pretty sure he's part of the family as much for Mandy's love as that he was an All-American middle linebacker. Of course, he was on Bill and Chris's team. Les and I got the girls, but I'll miss seeing the way you guys were around each other. Lori, Chris often talked about how special his relationship was with you. One of a kind. Mother-son relationship. I'll miss seeing that every day. You know, I just got married 6 months ago, and Chris really loved my wife, and a lot like Chris, I'm always up for whatever, and he met Stephanie, and they really had a special bond, and he looked me right in the eye and said, "You're an idiot if you let this girl go." So he was real instrumental in that. He sang, he was one of the groomsmen in our wedding. We also sang that Jason Mraz song, and Wes and I have had that thing on repeat in his car, and one of the verses that really, I think, encompasses Chris is, I won't dare sing it, so I'll just read it. Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and then you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find love. Love, love. Listen to the music in the moment people dance and sing. We're just one big family. It's our God-appointed right to be loved. Chris was amazing at loving everybody. And one thing I know about Chris, though, is he was loved. I mean, look around you right now. I know one thing about Chris is he was so loved. And I've really been struggling the last couple of days with this. I don't understand it. I'm angry. I've been on a roller coaster ride. I don't think you can understand it. But one thing as a family, whenever we go through hard times, we all know, and Chris knew this, to always turn to our grandpa. He's just the wisest guy ever. And so I'm just beside myself in the kitchen. He's by himself. So I'm just looking for answers from my grandpa, and shared this with some of the family. I want to share it with the rest of you guys because it helped me and hopefully it'll help you. But I just grabbed my grandpa and I was like, I don't understand. One more time. One more time with my grandpa, or with my cousin Chris' grandpa. I don't get it. Help me understand. I want more time. I want 50 more years with the guy. I want more time. And he looked right at me like he's looking through me, and he said, "Is eternity long enough?" We love you, Chris. We'll see you soon.
My name is Matt. I got to get to know Chris when he came out to Colorado. Chris Garlow was an amazing man. He was a man of God and a beautiful person. He was a fantastic friend, a wonderful brother, and a terrific son. He's one of my best friends, and I think we're all here because Chris impacted our life in a wonderful way. Chris was always smiling. He always had something positive to say, and he was always in a mood to make you feel better. He had an amazing laugh, and it's hard to picture him without a smile on his face. I miss Chris, and everyone here does. It would be impossible not to. It's hard to feel any comfort. But what's helped me is the knowledge that I'll get to see Chris again. Chris didn't doubt his relationship with God, and it's strange to say, but he wasn't worried about his death. He knew he would end up in heaven, and he was actually more worried about all of us. He was worried about the people that he would leave, that we would be too sad, and he didn't want anyone to suffer because he was gone. And that's just an example of Chris putting others before himself. And I think that's my strongest memory of him. Chris was always helping in every way. Just in talking to Chris, he always had some new, absolutely crazy story about something that nobody but Chris Garlow could ever do or ever get away with. But more important to that, to him, was that he always had a new story about helping someone and his story of helping people. It was a great joy, and he especially always talked about his service at Boys State. I think that's such a good example that he just loved giving. His life just showed his joy, and he was never selfish. every moment I spent with Chris was a moment that my life was better.